on the Blue Raider Network. Welcome to Rick and Sell Live. Presented by Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Our coverage is also brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas, official hospital partner of MTSU. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Lady Raiders, Dick Palmer.
Thank you and welcome in. It is a Monday night in the borough. That means it's time for Rick Hensel Live, coming to you from the Boulevard Bar and Grill, our favorite sports bar in Murfreesboro, just across from the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. And the Raiders closing out regular season play this week with 2 home games. Coach Hensel gave him a day off yesterday, I think, and got back to the business at hand today.
Dick, this is the largest crowd I've ever seen in here. I think they're scalping tickets out the front door out there to get in.
I'd like to have the parking revenue from tonight, but we've had great turnouts every year or every week, Coach, this year, and we outgrew one room. We may outgrow another one.
Yeah.
Might have to spread out to the outdoor patio.
We thank everybody for coming. We really appreciate it.
And we'll see you folks at the games on Thursday and Saturday. Well, let's get down to business. Look at our headlines brought to you by the Murfreesboro Post, Rutherford County's local newspaper. Subscriptions to the Post are just $20 a year for 52 issues. You can go online at murfreesboropost.com and check them out. Okay, number one, Lady Raiders have moved up a spot in the AP poll this week. After the road victory at Louisiana Tech, Middle Tennessee is now number 24 in the AP poll after receiving 58 votes. Raiders have won 5 in a row and a perfect 12-0 at the Murphy Center this season. We want to continue to do that this week. 4th week of the season, the Raiders have been ranked in the top 25. That doesn't do you any good at tournament time, Coach, but it's nice to have that people think that, that this is a quality program that it is.
Well, I don't think they need to think about it. It is a quality program.
Yep.
It's I've said it since I've been here. It's one of the top 25 programs in the country. And, we don't have to apologize to anybody.
We don't have to take a back seat to anybody.
When they play the Lady Raiders, I don't care where it's at or our place or anywhere else, they've got their hands full.
Raiders have clinched the number 1 seed in the championship tournament. 20th regular season conference championship in program history, and the second as a member of Conference USA, as Middle Tennessee will move in as the number 1 seed in the tournament. We've had 3 young ladies already receive an honor. The all-tournament selections will not be announced until the tournament week, but 3 of our Lady Raiders have been named Academic All-District, and they are Alexis Whittington, Courtney Whitson, and Jalen Gregory.
I think there's 2 semesters in a row that we've had a 3.7 GPA. So that tells you that our young ladies are not only doing it on the court, but they're doing it off the court.
Yeah, you have to have a 3.5 or better to be even considered for this honor. And, of course, we'll have 2 seniors who will be playing their final games at the Murphy Center this week. Alexis Whittington, Ksenia Maleshka are both set to take the floor on Thursday and Saturday for the final time. We will have Senior Day festivities. We'll talk about that a little bit later. That'll be after the game on Saturday. And Alexis Whittington will be our guest tonight on the show, Coach.
Dick, we've been here 18 years, and Alexis has been playing for us now 5. That's a third of the time that of my stay that she's been on the floor. I don't know what I'm going to do when I go out there and I don't see her standing around out there.
When you look up, you expect to see number 23 out there.
I heard Matt say this morning, well, you got the best kid that North Texas has got. He said, well, you got her, Lex. Lex just shook her head and looked down and just smiled because she knows whoever the toughest girl is, she's going to be on her. Could be a post, could be a point guard, it could be a wing. And then if they beat her, she'll shut them down for about 15 times in a row. They'll beat her one time, and I say, Lex, what's going on? You not handle her? And then she gives me that look that most of us know what. We can describe that look that she gives me, but we won't say it, especially on the radio.
Yes. So she will be on with Robert Sampson. Maybe he can pull some of that out of her.
No, he don't need to pull that out. I've heard that.
All right, the Raiders will play on Thursday against North Texas and Saturday against UTEP. And if I'm not mistaken, UTEP's the only team that we have not beaten in the conference this year.
We haven't beaten them. That's right. But
we'll have a chance, though.
Right now, our focus is on North Texas. I was in the office early this morning. Robert didn't get there as early as I did. Neither did my secretary, Carrie. Neither did Carson over here. But from this morning on, I didn't hear anything mentioned except North Texas. And at 7 o'clock, girls are out working in the gym. And up until about 11 o'clock, they were still working. They took a break off and then came back after lunch. We had practice.
Had a full practice after that. All right, you've got question cards on your table. If you would fill them out, if you have questions for the coach, anything concerning this last week, concerning the tournament, Carson over here will be glad to come by and pick them up. Just hold your hand up and he'll gather them. We'll have a question and answer session later on. Also, I don't know, most of you who come to the games have already gotten one of these. They've been available at the games. This is a yearbook with a very well done yearbook, by the way, with both the women's and the men's team in it. It's full color. It's a slick publication, and I think you'd like to have one as just as a remembrance of this basketball season. So we've got some of those up here by that speaker if you want to pick one up and take it home, or they'll be available at the games on Thursday and Saturday. Okay, got some housekeeping done there. We'll take a break and we'll be back as we'll continue with Rick Ensel Live on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
For close to a century, doctors and care teams at Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford
Got
have been
3
dedicated
minutes.
to delivering compassionate, personalized care to Rutherford County and surrounding communities. We are leading the way with new services and healthcare options, and we continue to make significant investments in Rutherford County. In 2023, we're opening Tennessee's first neighborhood hospital at West Lawn, and expansions at our Rutherford Hospital campus are underway. Find all the care you need at ascension.org/St. Thomas Rutherford.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Put Lee Company on your team to keep you and your family warm this season. Their expert technicians can perform a 22-point inspection and tune-up to ensure your HVAC system is good no matter how cold it gets. Their expert technicians can perform a 22-point inspection and tune-up to ensure your HVAC system is good to go no matter how cold it gets. And while you're at it, ask them how to get endless hot water by installing an energy-efficient tankless water heater. Schedule your appointment today at leecompany.com or give them a call at 615-867-1000. Lee Company, all you need.
Have you heard about the MTSU debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use it online, in stores, or add it to your mobile wallet. You can even use it at the 2 ATMs on campus if you need some cash. Visit one of Ascend's 4 Murfreesboro branches or visit Ascend online at ascend.org. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend is federally insured by NCUA.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing, update your information, and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and
Got your
locally
stat
owned
sheet over
HVAC
there
and
if you
plumbing
need it.
company. For 82 years, Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name in heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 1-888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Rick Ensel Live, coming to you from the Boulevard Bar and Grill before a packed house, literally packed house here.
Oh, I'm telling you, you can't get anybody else in.
Well, Coach, last week we only had one game scheduled. With the way the schedule was set up, teams get a week where they just play one game, and last week happened to be our week for that. So you spent a lot of time on the practice floor and got ready to head out to Ruston, Louisiana. Now, there are some places in the United States that are difficult to get to. I don't think of any more difficult to get to than Ruston, Louisiana.
We had a heck of a day Saturday, Dick, as you Friday. We left out of here Friday, went to Atlanta, and then once we got to Atlanta, we had tickets for the flight, but they said, hey, they took off 6 of our people.
To Monroe.
Yeah, to Monroe. And then we had to figure out a way to get the rest of them. So we had luggage that was lost. We had people that were lost. We had the team going one way. It was a mess. We finally got everything because of Eddie and Robert. Eddie being our ops guy, and Robert just jumping in. Then Mike Wilhelm jumped in and helped out. We had 3 different groups going in 3 different directions, and then we had our luggage didn't arrive till somewhere around 10 o'clock, 10:30 Friday night. But we shielded the girls from all that. All they did, they had to practice, and then they had to eat, and then they had to rest. And then Chandler had to take care of them. But we shielded them from that. They didn't know all what was going on around them. We didn't even have uniforms there. And so finally everything came together late that night because of Eddie, Robert, and Mike Wilhelm. And then we went to the game the next day. Then we had to worry about getting our team back to Murfreesboro. And they told us we didn't have enough seats leaving Shreveport going into Dallas. And so finally we got that done and got them all together. As soon as we got off the plane going into Dallas, we were loading up. As soon as we got off, had to change terminals and load up and come into Nashville. So there's a lot more to it than just showing up to play.
Yeah, I think we got home a little bit after 1 o'clock, didn't we? Something like that.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. But, hey, the players were in their beds, in their apartments, and I'm sure they were more comfortable there than we're having to get up early to leave and spend all day Sunday getting back home.
When you're traveling with a party, a large party, and you've done this so many years, you are responsible for those people in your party.
Well, I've been very fortunate that my leadership, which is Chris, and he's standing right over there, and if he wasn't standing there, I'd still say it. But Diane, he allows Diane to travel with us. She's our senior women's administrator. We got Robert that's traveling with us, and we got Eddie, which is take care of, and then all the coaches. So Chandler, and then we got Tess, our trainer. So it's about 40 people, and you're a part of that. Carson's part of that. So it's a lot more there than just getting the players there and playing.
So in Atlanta, you had to split the party up. You don't like to do that, but
the first priority was our team and managers and our coaches. That's first priority. And Diane was volunteering to go another direction, and I said, no, you're not going anywhere. You're staying with the team. I stayed with the team. Coaches stayed with the team. I figured the one person that we could lose and not a whole lot of people would say a whole lot would be Dick.
I knew that was coming.
And then I told Mike Wilhelm, you're taking care of Dick. So I knew Mike was an old trucker. He'd get y'all there one way or the other. He had to drive you or whatever. He'd get you there.
Well, so the team went on
and Carson was another one that had to fall in there.
The team went on to Monroe and left us behind. But the airline bought our lunch, Coach. I don't know if you knew that or not, but
Dick, I know what you had for lunch. I also know that you had a beverage.
I did. It was cold.
You can't pull anything over me, Dick. I knew what was going on.
So anyway, Mike Wilhelm we rented a car. Once we got to Shreveport,
I don't know how Mike got all y'all in that little old car.
We flew to Shreveport. Then from Shreveport, we flew to Ruston on I-20 with Wilhelm at the controls. So.
Well, we had practice. And he wanted to get there for practice.
Well, we got there just as practice was winding up. But we got there in time for dinner, though. I think that was the main thing. Okay,
and Eddie's behind the scene taking care of everything. Eddie Sanders is our ops person and just does a great job for us. That's the most pressurized job that we got.
Oh, yeah.
That basketball operations job. It's a good thing Eddie's a preacher. I need that.
Blue Raider fans get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town. For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs, Lee Company is the team to call. 615-867-1000 or leecompany.com. Well, you got us to Ruston, Coach, and we'll take a break, and after that we'll come back and we'll talk about that ball game, which went right down to the wire. You're listening to Rick Ensel Live on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Every week, our Blue Raiders go the extra mile to make sure they're at their very peak. At Sunbelt Bakery, they do the same thing to make sure their granola bars are at their peak. Every week, Sunbelt Bakery brings new batches of granola bars from their bakery to your neighborhood. That's why Sunbelt Bakery's granola bars taste like they just baked them. Because they did. Try a Sunbelt Bakery granola bar today and taste the difference. Sunbelt Bakery. Bakery fresh taste. No preservatives.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Coach Ensign, and I want to talk some trash. No, not about the game. I want to talk about litter problems on our roadways. Did you know that the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million each year just to pick up the litter? There's over 100 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time, making our state unsightly and unsafe. Litter harms our highways, our waterways, even our wildlife. So let's do something about it. Don't litter. Remind others not to. And report littering when you see it. We can beat litter, but only if we're on the same team. Join the movement today. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you'll never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 6 pods on campus. And try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market now open. Located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information. Or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Blue Raider fans, with more local brews than ever before, you are sure to find a local favorite this season in the Blue Raider Beer Garden. Enjoy the thrill of the game at the Blue Raider Beer Garden and try our selection of brews from Cedar Glade Brews, Mayday Brewery, or Life is Brewing. All available for your tasting pleasure in the Blue Raider Beer Garden above Section D in the Murphy Center. Thank you, Cedar Glade Brews, Mayday Brewery, and Life is Brewing for your support of MTSU Athletics.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Hey Blue Raiders fans, the Mint Gaming Hall Kentucky Downs is a proud partner of your Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For good times and big wins, the Raiders and the Mint Gaming Hall deliver both. Located close by in Franklin, Kentucky, the Mint Gaming Hall is your spot for great food, cold drinks, and big jackpots. Ready for dinner? The all-new Iron Steakhouse awaits you. Come hungry and be prepared to be impressed. Check out themintgaming.com for all the details. Get your big hit today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back into Rick Ensel Live, coming to you from the Boulevard Bar and Grill, right across from our beautiful campus here on Main Street in Murfreesboro. At Tri-Green Equipment, they know the value of teamwork. They have the tractor packages with the implements you need. Get started online at TriGreenEquipment.com. Pick up a new John Deere tractor package at a comfortable, low monthly payment price. Tri-Green Equipment is a tried and true partner of MTSU Athletics. Okay, we're still looking for some more questions for the coach. This will be in our final segment. And if you have your card filled out, Carson there will be happy to come pick it up. Just hold your hand up there And, Coach, so you got us to Reston. And this is a school with a great tradition of women's basketball. They have won a national championship.
They have.
And they have been one of the pioneers in our sport.
Now, Matt was an operations guy at La Tech when he first got out of middle. And then from there is where he went to Kentucky. So he knew a little bit about the territory down there. And plus, Leon Barmore is a good friend of ours also.
And I think Darren Park had been down there also, who does our TV commentary.
Darren has. He has.
So Louisiana Tech coming in, and this has been a pretty good rivalry. I'll tell you, folks, it's been a close rivalry. Going into this game, the Raiders had a 9-7 edge all time against Louisiana Tech, and that goes all the way back to Larry Joe Inman's days when I think we played them in the NCAA tournament down there.
Well, now you're getting into Diane Turnham's coaching stance with Larry Joe.
All right. So, Middle Tennessee, Louisiana Tech, the Raiders had beaten them at home 68-50 earlier, but Tech led by 1 point going into the fourth quarter of that game.
Well, they were picked to finish second behind us in preseason. I think they got like 5 votes for to win the league, and then I think we got the rest of them. But they've got a very good basketball team. We just couldn't figure out why they had lost as many games, and they had not been healthy. They had several of their players had been out, like our players, and unfortunately they had lost some of those games where we had won some of those games. So we knew going in it was going to be a tough game. Matt had to scout. By the way, none of my coaches are here tonight. Matt, Kim, Nina, and Tom Hodges are all out all over the state of Tennessee recruiting. Tom's in East Tennessee, Nina's West Tennessee, Kim upper Middle Tennessee, Matt lower Middle Tennessee. We want to make sure the MT brand is at all those places.
Well, this is a good time to recruit, isn't it? This is regional tournament week all across the state of Tennessee. So basketball fever is at its hottest right now.
Well, I think tonight is your semifinals of your region. That's the game in high school basketball that you got to win.
If you win the semifinal game in the region, then you've got a couple of shots to get to the state.
Right.
But if you lose, the season's over.
It's over with.
And it's just an empty feeling when that happens.
Well, to be honest with you, Dick, it's an empty feeling at the end of the year if you really got passion for the game of basketball, not only for our supporters but the coaches and right on down the line. Then you got to get over it and pick up and start again.
All right, let's talk about the ball game now. The Raiders got off to a pretty good start in the first quarter, thanks to Jalen Gregory. Jalen scored the first 9 points of the game. She got an old-fashioned three-point play on a layup and a foul, and then we had a 9-2 lead at that point. And they started concentrating a little bit more on her, I think. But Louisiana Tech came back strong, middle part of the quarter, and we led 15-12 after one.
Well, they've got a good team. They got 2 of the best players in the conference. They got a post player that's really, really good. And then they got the preseason player of the year. That's a young lady that Alexis had to guard. And she's a guard, quick, laterally quick, jumps out of the gym. Been there 5 years. So it's not the first time that Alexis had to guard her. So I was pretty comfortable with that situation.
Yeah, that young lady is Walker. And their post player, Robertson, and they both picked up a couple of early fouls and sat out most of the second quarter, but still it was a close game, 30-24 at half. Both the first quarter and the second quarter were 15-12 in our favor.
Well, we kind of took our momentum away a couple of times there. We dribbled into trouble. We passed ourselves into trouble. We missed a few shots that we usually hit. And then in doing that, they hit a couple of shots. They had some players that uncharacteristically hit some threes that usually don't take those shots. Yep. And when they did, that kept it close. So when they brought in Robertson and the guard back in, Walker, that's going to give them a chance.
We got off to a really good start in the third quarter, went ahead by 9 points, which was our largest lead. And, in fact, that was the largest lead either team had in the game. But then they started coming back, and by the end of the quarter, they had cut the lead to 1 point.
Well, good teams, they just gutted it up and came right back at us. And again, you know, we didn't do anything special in the huddles. We just keep executing what we do. Be us. And, you know, I have to say that our players were. They played Lady Raider basketball.
Well, Ksenia Maleshka came in the second quarter, gave us a big lift there. I think she had 15 points at halftime and continued in the second half and was when we could get the ball into her, she was putting it in the hole.
I think she probably had her best basketball game. You know, she played within herself. She made some inside-out passes. She finished. She rebounded. And she did a pretty good job defensively, so I've got no complaints whatsoever. I thought that was probably her best basketball game.
And Jalen Gregory, who started fast, finished fast.
Well, that shot that Jalen made, that pass came from Ksenia. And we needed that, and she buried it.
Well, we were down at that time.
I think we were down 1, and it put us up 2.
Down 1, put us up 2 at 59-57. They came down, and I think we fouled Walker, and she hit 2 free throws, 59-59. So we get the basketball and take it from there.
Well, we missed a shot, and there was a scramble for the ball. They had it, we had it, they had it. We ended up with it. We got a timeout. Matt got the attention quickly of the official beside us. We got a timeout, I think, with 18 or 19 seconds to go. We knew exactly what we were going to run. They did too, our players. And I thought Cab run it to perfection. And she took it to the basket. They closed on her. She kicked back to Ksenia, because something we work on every day. Ksenia ripped through, ball fake, ripped through, stepped down. Then Walker came down ready for a charge. Ksenia stopped, went up, and kissed it off the glass for a 2-point lead with like 3 seconds to go.
Yeah, 3 seconds left in the game. And I asked her about that after. She was our player of the game, of course. I asked her about that after the game. She said, I practice that shot all the time. It was a difficult shot, though.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from the left side of the lane with the right hand.
It wasn't as simple as she made it, I can tell you.
Well,
we practice that all the time, too, but we're not always successful with it.
Well, the game's not over yet.
No.
We're up by 2, but they have the ball with 3 seconds left, and they get it in their front court, and you know who it's going to.
Well,
there's no doubt who's going to get it, and that is Walker.
We had 2 timeouts left. We let them sit, and then we saw where they put Walker, which was on the far side, which meant they were going to bring her high or they're going to bring her baseline. They brought her baseline, and we were able to Lex, I believe it was Lex. No, I believe it was, I think it was Lex, but it might have been Courtney Blakely. One of them, Jalen Gregg went off and doubled them a little bit, made it hard for her to get it in. She took 1 or 2 dribbles and then had to take about a 12-foot jump shot, which she's pretty good at. And Ksenia was able to fight around and get a deflection, and then it was ball game.
Well, you know, I kind of thought about that deflection we had in the Rice game.
Well, you go back to Mercer, the same situation, Dick,
yep.
First game of the year. You win some of those games, you lose some. We won one the other night. We lost one to Mercer just like that.
Yep, but we had. You remember that deflection we had against the big girl from Rice?
That was Rella.
Yeah, Rella.
That was that $60,000 reflection, a deflection rather. I told Chris, and I won't get into that, but you know, we paid a lot of money for that deflection.
All right, the Raiders out-rebounded Louisiana Tech. A pretty good margin, Coach, on the boards. And Courtney Whitson, we didn't mention her, but Courtney she was there when the ball was coming off.
Well, one of their best outside shooters was the Saint girl. She's the highest percentage three-point shooter in our conference, and she didn't score, I don't think.
She was 0 for 3.
Yeah, she didn't score. Courtney didn't let her get a shot off, and was still able to help defending, but she did a good job there. But also, like you said, the 11 rebounds. You don't win that if you don't get 11 rebounds. I don't care what you do.
Okay, so we've kind of replayed that game, 61-59. The Raiders win it. They're 5th in a row. They're 23-4, and now ranked number 24 in the AP National Rankings. And that's a good note to close on. By the way, coming up next, Robert Sampson's going to be up here, and he'll be talking with one of our 2 departing seniors. Alexis Whittington will be our guest.
We had Ksenia on last week.
Right. Ksenia last week, Alexis Whittington tonight. So that's coming up next on Rick Edsel Live.
We need to give Lex a standing ovation, guys. I can tell you that right now.
Rick Ensel live from Learfield. We'll be right back.
The way we do work has changed. Where we work, how we work, and the day-to-day challenges we face as businesses have evolved. As organizations continue to adapt, RJ Young is here to help. We're your one-stop for technology solutions that power your business. Whether it's office technology and equipment, managed IT services, business process outsourcing, or digital communications, we can help make your workflows easier, faster, and more efficient, so your team can focus on the core of your business. To learn more about what RJ Young can do for you, visit themodernoffice.com.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Dr. Mark Hardison with Middle Tennessee Oral and Implant Surgery. We are so proud to be able to serve the Blue Raider teams and their families when they need wisdom teeth removed, dental implants, or other specialty oral care. Our mission is to provide health care as it should be, providing compassion, availability, and excellence to every one of our patients. We deeply appreciate the support of your business as we join in supporting our team. Let's go Blue!
Hey, you know it's a leap year, right?
No, the next leap year isn't until 2024.
Nope, it's this year. I can prove it. Here, play this new instant game from the Tennessee Lottery.
Okay. Woohoo! I won!
See what you did there?
I jumped up and down?
No, that was a leap.
Don't miss your chance to jump for joy this February with our newest instant games. You could win up to $5 million. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Winning requires the right game plan. Like the impressive towing and payload you'll only find in the 2023 Ford F-150 truck. No wonder Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. The 2023 Ford F-150. Greatness starts here. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2022 calendar year total sales.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Rick Ensel Live from the Boulevard, right off the edge of campus here at Middle Tennessee State University, the heart of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And for the final time this season, we welcome in one of our players. And this is a very special one. The 5'11 guard from right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, a Riverdale High graduate. Number 23 on your scorecard. Please welcome in Alexis Whittington. And a standing ovation for the senior guard from right here in Murfreesboro, from the huge crowd here at the Boulevard. And, you know, I think there's players that are really are true college basketball players. And, you know, there's a time when their careers are over. 6,000 or 2,322 days ago, you committed here. 6 years, 4 months, 8 days ago, 76 months, 8 days. Why'd you make the decision to come here, play at MTSU?
I think one of the main reasons I did was because I knew the community and I've been around, went to high school right down the street from it. Had a lot of support there at Riverdale, and then used to come to a lot of the games in the middle and stuff like that. And I just knew that it was based on family and stuff, and me and my sister want to go together, and it was just a perfect opportunity, and, you know, couldn't pick a better place. So
You've been on this roster since the start of the 2018-19 season, and you lived through basketball with COVID, played in the bubble during the 2021 season in the NCAA tournament. What are a couple of the moments that just, as you reflect back on what's happened over the last few years, are really going to stick out to you in the memory bank?
I think every year had like a little bit of memorable stuff, but I would have to say just going back to the COVID and just looking back now, like how did we get, like I get through it, how did we get through it, and like do all this stuff that we accomplished. And then just last year, you know, is probably one of my, I loved every single buddy on that team, and then we went far in the WNIT and stuff like that, so that was very memorable. And then of course this year, doing a lot of different stuff. I didn't expect to be, you know, ranked top 25, beat Louisville on our home court, like just do all the stuff that we've done so far, coming back for my 5th year. But, you know, so I feel like there's a lot of memorable ones. I can't just like narrow it down to like just, you know, a few.
50 combined wins over the last 2 seasons, most since the 2013-14, 14-15 seasons. You've gotten to travel a lot of places over these years. Any of the locations that you went to stick out to you?
Not really. I think there's a couple places I probably wouldn't want to go back to, but like, you know, I just really soak in every moment, like every place we go, and just I'm really living a dream, you know, get to travel, play basketball, go to school. Like it really is. I really am blessed on that.
A lot of different players, because of the COVID situation, have gotten that extra year. You've been able to play more games than anyone in the history of this program. And Coach earlier this season brought the team together and shared that stat that she will forever be in the record books, or for quite some time, clearly, that you're the all-time games played leader in program history. What are the challenges of 5 years of that wear and tear on you, and how do you go about making sure you're in tip-top shape for every game?
I think the most important thing is taking care of yourself and preparing it for an off season, because I feel like our strength coach, Coach Hess, like this summer, like she really prepared us for all the stuff I think go to. And then Chan, which is our trainer, she's helped me a lot this year, because it's been a struggle just, you know, trying to stay healthy and just making sure like I'm the best I can be like when I go out there and things. And I don't think it's caught up to me until this year. So, but I think definitely the off season definitely prepares like your body for like what you go through the season.
What do you want to accomplish in the next few weeks, your final ones in an MTSU uniform?
First, I want to finish these last 2 games out, you know, stay undefeated at home in the regular season, you know, this year. And then go to the conference, win all 3 games there, get into the conference championship on there, because there's nothing like celebrating up in like there. Like, done it once, and I'm really chasing the feeling again, so I'm really excited for that. And then, you know, in the NCAA tournament, I really think that we can go really far in there, and I'm just, you know, anticipating and waiting to see like how far we can actually get.
Winning championships is no surprise to you in the past. As a 3-time Class 3A Tennessee High School state champion in the state, 102-5 record in 3 varsity seasons over at Riverdale High School, and along with that comes playing in the Murphy Center. Mm-hmm. So you've been doing that for quite some time. Yeah. It's been such a big part of your life and career in basketball. What type of emotions do you expect this weekend when you play those final games out there?
I knew coming in it was going to be an emotional week. Like, even my family's betting on when I would cry Saturday. Like, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But it's going to be emotional, but as it should. You know, you spent like a lot of your 5 years I've spent, you know, here. So it should be emotional. It should be, you know, great. You should have like a good feeling, like, you know, tears of joy and stuff like that.
When you look back at your high school career playing in the Murphy Center, what is that like to have the chance to play on that big stage?
It's huge. Like, that's what I wanted when in the high school. It's what you look forward to at the end of the thing. And then coming here playing, it's like, I don't think I took any days off, like time playing there. I didn't take it for advantage, you know. Like, I always enjoyed playing there. I love the court. Like, I just something that I looked forward to as a high school, and then going into now, like, I just love playing there.
We're going to talk much more with Alexis here in just a couple of minutes. We'll have another segment with her after we return on Rickens Alive on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Coach Jensen, and I want to talk some trash. No, not about the game. I want to talk about litter problems on our roadways. Did you know that the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million each year just to pick up the litter? There's over 100 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time, making our state unsightly and unsafe. Litter harms our highways, our waterways, even our wildlife. So let's do something about it. Don't litter. Remind others not to. And report littering when you see it. We can beat litter, but only if we're on the same team. Join the movement today. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, Chip Walters here. Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturdays from 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at Gate 2A on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
You buy something because you found it at a low price, and soon you realize it's no bargain because you really needed something better. It happens all the time, especially with car insurance. But the good news is you can get the right coverage at the right price. Just talk to me, State Farm Agent Bud Morris. I'll help you get the right coverage at a price that's right for you. Call me at 893-1417 today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Bud Morris, providing insurance and financial services.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby. The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
And now, some big news from WINN. The new February instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have arrived. Now, for some bigger news, there are 4 new exciting games to choose from. And now, for our biggest news yet, you could win a top prize of $5 million.
Make a break for fun today with February instant games, only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back at the Boulevard for another segment of Rickens Alive. Alexis Whittington joining us, one of our 2 seniors on this squad. Ksenia Malashka joined us last week, and now Alexis in for another segment. And Alexis, we were talking a little during the break about your sister. You've got a couple of members of your family here. Tell us who's here tonight.
My mom, my sister, and then Annabelle came along with me as well. So she's technically part of the family, you know.
Okay. Of course, Amanda, your sister, saw action in 53 games during her MTSU career that culminated in last year's run to the WNIT semifinals. And I noticed on the roster you're listed at 5'11", but your sister was listed at 5'10".
Yes.
Is that a big bragging rights thing for you at all?
Yes, and you'd be surprised how many people asked us, like, are you really 1 inch taller than her? I was like, yes I am. And maybe not, but I would say I am, just to get under her skin, you know, to make her mad about it.
I want to ask you 2 questions about her,
Okay.
and they're really the same question. What is it like playing with her, and what has it been this year playing without your sister?
Playing with her, like, during games, I will look at her, keep me calm during games, like situations and stuff like that. It's just good to have, like, it was just good to have, like, that somebody that you could just go through the moments with, you know, stuff like that. But then without playing with her, it's different. I had to adjust at the beginning, but I was surprised. I adjusted actually better than I thought. But she comes to all of our home games as much as she can. She watches all the away games, so it's just like she's just not physically there, but she does watch, like, everything. We talk about the games after the thing because she's been through it. She knows, like, what goes on around it. So, you know, it's easier to talk to somebody that's been through it than somebody that hasn't.
And just to give everybody an update here, tell us a little about what your sister's been doing over the last year since she finished up playing.
So she's working on her master's. She's GAing on campus, and then she also was an assistant at Riverdale Old High School. And yeah, that's what she's been up to. You know, she's enjoyed it, I think, for the most part. And she's one of the people that said, "Oh, I'll never go into coaching, never." And then I don't know if she'll stick with it, but I think she's just got to try it out. And I think she's enjoyed it more than she thought she would.
Speaking of what's beyond basketball, here in a couple of weeks you'll be headed down to the Final Four, and as part of the WBCA, which is the Women's Basketball Coaches Associations there, so you want to be a coach program, and it is a very elite group of current basketball players that will be going through a couple days with various people at the convention. Tell us what you're looking forward to and why you wanted to be part of that opportunity.
I'm super excited, like really excited for it, because I've learned a lot here with like the great coaches we have, like a lot, like 5 long years of information and stuff, and that I've taken in and processed and stuff, and I just looking forward, like going up there, just looking forward to like learning more about it, like the ins and outs of it, and that's basically what I'm just excited about, just being around other people that aspire to be coaches too, so.
And when you kind of look ahead, have you put a path in place that you think, I want to coach in high school, I want to coach in college? What does that look like for you?
I haven't really ruled anything off or in whatever right now, but just whatever comes along, the path that's supposed to be taken, I think it won't matter. Whatever comes along, and I decide, oh, this is what I want to do. It's a first step into that. So I don't know. We'll just have to see, I guess.
Alexis has become a true defensive stopper in so many ways, usually getting the assignment of one of the best on the other team. An all-defensive conference selection a year ago. She was nominated by head coach Rick Insel for the Conference USA Defensive Player of the Year. We'll learn those results sometime next week. Just talk a little bit about your abilities on defense. What makes you an elite defensive player in your mind?
I think it kind of goes back to like in high school, like I would get the same job as like going to another best player. I love it because I feel like it doesn't matter like if your shots are falling that night or what's happening throughout the game, you can control that, and it's like momentum and it's energy, and it because usually I don't show a lot of emotion anyway, so I feel like defense does that for me, so and it's just something I always enjoyed. So
146 career games played in MTSU uniform. For Alexis Whittington. Her home career will come to a close this weekend with 2 more home games. Obviously, you want to see everybody come out this weekend. Just how much has the support of the folks here tonight, the folks that come out all season, what has that meant to play in front of everybody over the years?
Oh, it means so much. Like I don't think we could do what we do without like the fan support, like truly, because they support us, off the court, they support us on the court, come to the games, like the energy, it gets us going. That's why one of the reasons I feel like we haven't lost at home in the last like 2 years in a regular season, or like whatever it was. Like that's one of the main reasons. Like we feed off the energy, we want to give them something to, look forward to, and like just to be able to cheer us on,
Alongside the defending national champion South Carolina Gamecocks, if the Blue Raiders and when the Blue Raiders find a way to get 2 wins at home this weekend, they will become one of only 2 teams in the nation to finish a home slate undefeated each of the last 2 seasons. And I know that would mean a lot to you to go out a winner in both of these 2. Absolutely. Alexis Whittington, we appreciate you joining us tonight. We'll return in just a moment on Rick Insel Live. Dick Palmer will join us from Learfield.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
At Kroger, you can find the highest quality products at a great price in every aisle, every day with Kroger brand. So you can stock up on your household favorites that are tried, tested, and loved by you. Because when you get the products you love at great prices, it feels like winning. Shop now, in-store, or online. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Simply the best.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back for the final time to Rick Hensel Live. Well, I waited until the last show of the season, Coach, to turn my tee over.
That's par for the course.
Yeah, that's a turnover, and that goes in my column.
Let me say one thing about Lex right quick. There's 361, I think, Division I teams. Each of them's got 10 to 15 players. We'll say 12. So you're looking at 2,500, 3,000 young ladies that play the game. They take 30 down to the Final Four to put in a program called So You Want to Be a Coach. She was picked, Alexis was, to go to the Final Four and represent all of these young ladies that want to be a coach. And you, the Next Level Club, are flying her down and paying for her hotel. So thank y'all.
You have had several players, and I don't know, you probably know the number more than I do, but who have gone on to coach in both high school and college. And that has to give you kind of a warm feeling.
Well, you hope, every day we're in a classroom every day. And they know that. And, this is what I told Lex, start the year. I said, this is a big year for you. You need to be taking as many notes as you can take. And I promise you she could write a book right now, because she knows, she gets into her scout. She studies her scout. She knows the tendencies of her players and the rest of them on the floor. You see her on the floor pointing and telling people where to go and what's going to happen. So, you can't put a price on that type of a player, because she's just so intelligent, and she's playing on one leg. I mean, she probably shouldn't have played this year, but she wanted to finish up not only for her teammates but for our crowd. And so I take my hat off to her. She's got my total respect, and who knows, she may be the next Pat Summitt.
Can't ever tell. Yeah. Okay, got a couple of questions there.
Somebody's wanting to know what we're going to do against UTEP. We're going to win. They said play zone 1-3-2. I've never heard that, but man-to-man or switch up. My answer is we're going to win. Have the Lady Raiders been ranked higher than number 24? Yes, at one time during my tenure we were ranked, Chris would know, 13 or 14, I think.
Yeah. With
Alicia Clark in that bunch. And Ebony Rose bunch was ranked. By the way, Ebony Rose is going to be here Saturday. She'll be at the Next Level Club meeting, so y'all make sure you're there.
Next Level Club, that will be, around 11 o'clock or so on Saturday?
Carrie's in charge of that. Carrie's got it. She's got it.
Game time is 2 o'clock. Then we'll have Senior Day after.
And we'll have the presentation of the trophy after Senior Day, so you need to hang around.
Bring your cameras. Everybody has a camera now.
And I think most everybody in here is getting something in the mail this week, aren't they, Robert? Okay.
Okay, North Texas on Thursday. This is a team we beat on their home court. It's been a while since we've seen them, and they've picked up some impressive wins during the season.
They're in a desperation mode. They got to win because it's going to give them a better seed in the tournament. So they're going to be coming in running wide open. They're well coached. They're very athletic. To give you an idea, there's 15 young ladies in our conference, our total conference. We've got 11 teams. In the steals department, they got 4 young ladies in the top 15 in the country in steals. I ain't in the top 15 in the conference in steals. So we've got our wagon loaded. We got to take care of business Thursday night.
It'll be a wide open game, won't it?
Oh, no doubt.
And so I think our fans like to see fast play.
Well, I liked our practice today. Some of our fans were there today. I thought we had a great practice. So I liked the intensity that I saw. I liked their focus that they had on a Monday. I just liked everything about what they were doing today.
Okay. Yeah, we hate to lose staff people. One of our staff people is going to be leaving us this week. Carson Herbert will be leaving. I think his last day is Thursday. He's taken a job outside of sports, and I guess they made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Carson has done a great job for us this year, and we hate to lose him right here going into the tournaments. But hey,
he stepped into a difficult situation and was able to land on his feet.
It is tough to work for Coach, and I told him that when he took it. But he's done a great job. He is really his writing is unbelievable. He's done a great job.
Okay, we wish you well, Carson, and we will carry on. So, the Raiders and North Texas on Thursday. We have had a special season, and this is a special bunch.
Oh God, I've enjoyed coaching them. Sometimes I get to watch and they just amaze me. Some of the things that they do. They play together. They love each other off the floor. You see them around each other on campus. You see them around each other in this community. They all have a place for Middle Tennessee in their heart. They'll tell you that. They love our crowds, our people that are supporters. I mean, you very seldom see us into practice that they don't go over and talk to the people that are there after games, after road games. I'm not telling those guys to go touch base with y'all. They're doing that on their own. And I've said it since I've been here. Middle Tennessee is a special place. Some people talk the talk but can't walk the walk. If you're here in this community, you need to be walking the walk, because we have a special place in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Middle Tennessee State University.
Some of y'all who've not been able to hear everything, this program will be replayed on WGNS Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And this is our final regular season show. Enjoyed it, Coach.
We ain't through, Dick. We're not through. Good job.
Rick Ensel live on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
This has been Rick Insell Live, presented by Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Our coverage is also brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas, official hospital partner of MTSU. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Blue Raider Network.
on the Blue Raider Network. From Learfield, welcome to Nick McDevitt Live. Blue Raider basketball is presented by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. And by Ascension St. Thomas, official hospital partner of MTSU. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Blue Raiders, Chip Walters.
Welcome in to the Boulevard tonight on this Monday as we get closer to the end of February and March is just around the corner. Postseason basketball coming up just over a week, but you got to finish out the regular season, and that's what the Blue Raiders will be doing this week as they hit the road to North Texas and UTEP this week to take on those two ball clubs in what is not an easy way to end the season, for sure.
No, they're both good teams, and we've got a long way to go to get down there to play them. So a hard road trip, tough places to win. So we got to be playing well this time of year. You know, it's late February, early March is when you need to be playing your best.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Blue Raiders come into this game having won 3 in a row as they won home games against FAU and FIU in this past week against Louisiana Tech, 63-49 in front of just under 4,200 people at the Murphy Center on Saturday on what was a senior day without any extra seniors. And let's talk a little bit about that because DeAndre Dishman went through senior day a year ago and the whole pomp and circumstance that goes with it. So it was just fortunately for all of us, he decided that he was not ready to hang it up yet.
Yeah, fortunately he decided to come back for yet another year of college basketball. He's one of 7 seventh-year seniors in the country, and obviously we honored him last year on senior day, and he chose to come back, use his extra year of eligibility, the COVID year that everybody refers to it as, and we acknowledged him more than do the normal senior day ceremony, if you will, out at half court. So it was nice to have, his family here and get to at least acknowledge him one last time.
Yeah, and we had him on the post-game show with it being his last game at Murphy Center, and just kind of to get him to look back at his career. And when you think about, okay, how does someone get 7 years of eligibility? Kind of take folks through that, how it all, because he went to Bryant Station High School in Lexington, signed with Eastern Kentucky, and from there.
Well, from there he played two
years there.
2 years at Eastern Kentucky, and at the time that he transferred, you had to sit out a year. And so that was his 3rd year of college. The next year is when he hurt his knee. So that was his 4th year of college. So 2 back-to-back years of not playing. His 3rd year here, his 5th year of college basketball, was the COVID year. That year didn't count against anybody. So then his 6th year of college basketball was actually just the 3rd year that counted against his eligibility. And so then the following year was this season, and 7 years total, 4 years playing. I don't know whose turnover that was, but the ball just went off the edge of the table.
I've heard we have ghosts in here, and so
maybe we can get them out there playing for us. So the 7 years of college ball is 25 years old. Has already graduated, and it's nice to have a man. You talk to your players a lot about we gotta play like men out there. We got to be big and tough and strong, and he's a 25-year-old man.
Yeah,
and it's nice to have him out there.
And right now, he is. We're in a fortunate situation where Jared Coleman Jones, who will be our guest here tonight, his level of play has come up, and it allows you to rest the old bones of DeAndre Dishman, so to speak. But that's a luxury you have not had in a little bit, is to be able to divide time up in the post with 2 guys in the way that you have over the last month or so.
Yeah, over about the last 6 weeks, Jared has really been playing well, and has earned more and more minutes. You look at not just his stats, but the analytics have really started turning for us during his minutes. And, again, our team is just playing well while he's out there. But not only that, the indirect pros of it is that Dish isn't having to play 30, 35 minutes against guys that are just bigger than him most nights. They're not bigger than Jared most nights, and he's really coming along. He's probably in the best shape. I shouldn't say probably. He is in the best shape that since he's been at middle. Now, I don't know if it's the best shape of his life, but I know it's the best shape that I've ever seen him in. And some of that's just not his fault. I mean, when you got a lower body injury, you've got to heal, take some time off. So obviously he had a knee surgery, and just get a little bit out of shape, and all of a sudden you gain a little weight in some places that you didn't really want to. And now he's in good shape. You can see the way he moves out there, not just offensively and the way he runs from baseline to baseline, but we've been able to switch 1 through 5 at times with him switching the ball screen. Now he's able to keep guards in front of him. He's really shown that he's got some lateral quickness that most guys that are built like him just don't have.
Yeah, that first year he came back, he wasn't able to do that.
No, and again, not something.
It's not a knock on him at all.
Yeah, and something that it wasn't a surprise that he couldn't do it, and nor is what he's doing now a surprise to his teammates or to us as a coaching staff. He's really worked hard on his body, and it's just given our team another dimension as we head down the stretch where you feel like, and a lot of guys are this way for our team, that if this guy gets sick or if this guy gets hurt and he's in foul trouble, that the sky's not going to come falling down. We can play through injuries and foul trouble and things like that because of our team depth, and a big part of that is Jared and what he has provided for our team really over the last 6 to 8 weeks.
I tell you, when you look at him, he's got a knee brace on. He went for a year, had the shoulder thing on. He's got a rib pad on.
You talking about Dish now?
Yeah. And we talked a little bit on the post game the other day about how long it takes him every day to kind of get all his stuff on and to get all warmed up and have whatever type of liniments and magic potions they have in the training room.
If you need your sinuses cleaned out, just sit within about a couple of feet of Dish, and he's got some icy hot and all kinds of ointments that get him his muscles heated up. He can definitely loosen up the sinuses for you. But, man, he's just a tough young man. I'm so proud of him, happy for him, coming back. Similar to Alexis Whittington for our women's team. You make that year to come back, and that's one you want it to be fun and special and a memorable one. And obviously she's enjoying that with our women's team, and happy for Dish and some of the things that he's been able to enjoy with this year's version of our team.
Yeah, and going into this past Saturday's game, DeAndre had 1,325 career points, which includes his 2 years at Eastern Kentucky, 746 career rebounds. And I would say if you went in, if took a deep dive, and Thomas has probably already done it, into NCAA stats, how many current players have over 1,300 points, and he is one shy of 750 rebounds, which I would imagine he will get fairly early on Thursday night.
I hope he does too. He better.
Yeah, he better hit 750.
If he's still under 750, I don't want. The result might not be very good for Thursday night. So I hope he's well over 750 by the end of that one.
But as we play this season out through the last regular season week and whatever postseason comes our way, then I just wanted to take a little time and salute this guy, because I mean what he has given of himself for his teammates, and also it's going to be really interesting to see because I think a year ago, after the conference tournament, after the long run, it was a long season last year, and I don't it wouldn't have surprised anybody had he decided, I've played 6 years and I'm going to hang it up, but he came back for one more as a really, really healthy player, and the taste that leaves in everybody's mouth is a really good one.
Absolutely. You know, he leaves it out there every time he plays for us, and you can't ask for anything more than that. I don't know if I've shared this on our show or not, but last year in the conference tournament game after the UAB game, he played a lot of minutes and was really battling out there. And at that time, he was still wearing that shoulder brace. Well, that shoulder brace, it's about as thick as a bulletproof vest. I mean, it was thick, and so he's got all these things on his, he's got braces on his knee and that on his shoulder, and it just made him sweat a lot. And he played so hard and so much in that triple overtime game. As soon as the game was over, we were in the locker room, and his entire body started locking up.
Cramping up.
I mean, he couldn't move. Like his legs, his ribs, his arms. So he was laying flat on his back in the locker room after the UAB game,
trying to get some electrolytes in him and everything.
They brought in the doctor that was covering the tournament game, and they were putting IVs in him. Had him on a stretcher in the locker room. I mean, he couldn't move, and all of a sudden, I mean, he was in some pain. And that's just who he is. He's not one that shares that story to get attention or put something out on social media to just say, woe is me, or look what I did. He just goes about his business, and he's a tough dude. He is a tough young man.
So I just wanted to take that extra time tonight to talk about him, and next time you see him, thank him for what he's done. He certainly earned it for sure. We are live from the Boulevard tonight. Our final regular season coaches show this evening. We'll take a timeout. More with Coach Nick McDevitt after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
For close to a century, doctors and care teams at Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford have been dedicated to delivering compassionate, personalized care to Rutherford County and surrounding communities. We are leading the way with new services and healthcare options, and we continue to make significant investments in Rutherford County. In 2023, we're opening Tennessee's first neighborhood hospital at West Lawn, and expansions at our Rutherford Hospital campus are underway. Find all the care you need at ascension.org/St. Thomas Rutherford.
Dazzling diamonds, royal rubies, elegant emeralds, and stunning sapphires. Now's the time to discover an exquisite variety of radiant, prize-winning jewels that are set to take your breath away. This gorgeous, one-of-a-kind display won't be found at the finest jewelry stores, but rather at your nearest Tennessee Lottery retailer with Jumbo Bucks Jewels Instant Games. Collect glistening top prizes of up to $300,000 and make every win sparkle. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Put Lee Company on your team to keep you and your family warm this season. Their expert technicians can perform a 22-point inspection and tune-up to ensure your HVAC system is good no matter how cold it gets. Their expert technicians can perform a 22-point inspection and tune-up to ensure your HVAC system is good to go no matter how cold it gets. And while you're at it, ask them how to get endless hot water by installing an energy-efficient tankless water heater. Schedule your appointment today at leecompany.com or give them a call at 615-867-1000. Lee Company, all you need.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing, update your information, and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back into the Boulevard as we are here on East Main and Middle Tennessee Boulevard, our favorite sports bar and grill here in Murfreesboro. And we want to thank everybody all year who has come out to be part of our programs each Monday night, dating back to football season and now through both the men's and women's basketball season. Blue Raiders closing out the home season, and it has been a memorable 2 years for sure inside the glass house. Earlier, Coach Insel and Dick were talking about the great run that the Lady Raiders have had and have the opportunity to finish out this coming weekend. But the men also during that time, 29-2 over the last 2 years in the Murphy Center.
Yeah, it's, we preach all the time. If you want to win your league and win championships, you have to win home games. Winning is so hard, and winning on the road against quality teams is so difficult that you've got to be able to win your home games, and our guys have latched on to that and done exactly that. 29-2 over the last 2+ years at home. Didn't lose in there last year. Our players and our fans just make it a hard place to come into and leave out of here with a win. And go ahead.
No, and I'll just say, and for fans in this area,
why not get season tickets?
Where else in the country are you going to have
the likelihood that
you're
going to come
wins in 2 years?
Yeah, the likelihood you're going to come to the facility and watch a basketball team and see somebody win a game is you don't get much higher percentages than that between what our women have done over the last 2 years, what our team has done over the last 2 years. I don't know their exact record, but it's between the two of us, it's a whole lot in two.
Yeah, it's a whole lot to not very many, and that's a good way. Game 29 of the regular season this past Saturday at home against Louisiana Tech. The Blue Raiders had gone down to Ruston back on January 21st or something like that, in a tough travel day on that Friday to play a Saturday game after a Thursday night home game. In Ruston, it's not an easy place to get to, but and your guys played incredibly well, got a 17, 18-point win down in Ruston, and over the years, not many people have swept the old Texters, but this year the Blue Raiders did it, and you kind of picked up where you left off in Ruston with the way the game was played.
Yeah, I thought we played really well down there earlier this year. As you mentioned, it's not an easy place to get to, and then you get there, and the guys wearing the other uniforms are pretty good. And
yes,
so
they are.
It's a hard place to get down there and win. And, same the other night is they're here, and you've got to play good. They do not go away. And we showed that. We knew that. We got a big lead. We were up 20 at half. We were up 29 with 10 to go, and then they made their run. And they had done that over the last 2 or 3 games. They did it against Charlotte. They were down double digits, 13, 14 points pretty early, and then they're down 4 with just a few to go. The same thing the other night, Western Kentucky. They're down 14-2, and then all of a sudden with a couple minutes to go, they're down 4. And so we kept telling our guys, they're not going to quit, so we can't quit doing what we've been doing. If you don't quit doing what you're doing, then the score can continue to go this way, keep going in our direction. I thought we just took our foot off the gas on both ends for just about 3 or 4 minutes. They made us pay, but outside of those 3 or 4 minutes, I thought we played about 35 to 37 minutes of really good ball.
Yeah, and, they were without Kobe Williams, who's now not been on their roster for the last 2 weeks. And, you see teams a lot of times that he was arguably their best player.
Yep.
And when something, whether it's by injury or whatever reason, it's always an interesting dynamic to see how a team changes and how they come back from that and how they rebound from that. And from what you have seen, because Kobe Williams is just a heck of a player, and what was your thought on how they did come back and how they use the personnel that they have?
Well, I thought the biggest thing that was different, honestly, was us. I thought that from the week before, I I didn't think we took FIU as seriously as we should have to start the game because of their best player not playing against us on the previous Saturday. And we paid for that for about 10 or 12 minutes. Mm-hmm. And we were saying the same thing here again is they're one of their best players, if not their best player, Kobe Williams, is not going to be playing tonight. We've got to have a very different approach and response to him being out than we did last week. And I just thought our maturity was way better, knowing that he wasn't going to play. And I thought that was the biggest difference is if they're going to be different and look different, then you're going to have to make them look different. They're not just going to come in here and, Kobe isn't playing, so we're not going to play hard. That's not the case. And I just think our guys were ready to play.
Yep, absolutely. We'll take a break right here. We'll talk more about the Louisiana Tech game. Tonight's show brought to you in part by the Murfreesboro Post, Rutherford County's local newspaper. Subscriptions to the Post are just $20 a year for 52 issues. Visit online at murfreesboropost.com tonight. We'll be back with Coach Nick McDevitt after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Every week, our Blue Raiders go the extra mile to make sure they're at their very peak. At Sunbelt Bakery, they do the same thing to make sure their granola bars are at their peak. Every week, Sunbelt Bakery brings new batches of granola bars from their bakery to your neighborhood. That's why Sunbelt Bakery's granola bars taste like they just baked them. Because they did. Try a Sunbelt Bakery granola bar today and taste the difference. Sunbelt Bakery. Bakery fresh taste. No preservatives.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you'll never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 6 pods on campus. And try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market now open. Located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information. Or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Blue Raider fans, with more local brews than ever before, you are sure to find a local favorite this season in the Blue Raider Beer Garden. Enjoy the thrill of the game at the Blue Raider Beer Garden and try our selection of brews from Cedar Glade Brews, Mayday Brewery, or Life is Brewing. All available for your tasting pleasure in the Blue Raider Beer Garden above Section D in the Murphy Center. Thank you, Cedar Glade Brews, Mayday Brewery, and Life is Brewing for your support of MTSU Athletics.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, Chip Walters here. Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturdays from 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, T-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at Gate 2A on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back into Nick McDevitt Live. We come to you from the Boulevard. Our show brought to you in part by Lee Company. Blue Raider fans, get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town for your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs. Lee Company is the team to call, 615-867-1000 or online at leecompany.com. Looking over the box score from the Louisiana Tech game, Middle puts 3 players in double figures. Elias King with his second double-double of the season, 13 points, 10 rebounds, and turn back the clock almost exactly 365 days ago is when things started to really kick in gear for him.
Yeah, I think he just started playing like the player that he is. He just started playing like a 6'8" versatile ball player. He's always been able to really shoot the ball. That was his rep in high school, and you could see why. I mean, he is 6'8", every bit of it, and he shoots it effortlessly from deep. I mean, he makes a high percentage. You watch him shoot it in practice, whether it's practice drills or 5-on-5 live action. You're surprised when he misses it, and he's a big shooter. But until he started doing other things that he's capable of, that's kind of all he was doing. And now he's rebounding the ball. He's defending multiple positions. He's a secondary ball handler for you that doesn't turn it over. He makes free throws late in the game. He could be a guy that contests out on the perimeter, can get tough rebounds. He's just become more of a well-rounded ball player.
Yeah, no longer a one-trick pony.
No, not a one-trick pony. And we don't want any of our players to be one-trick ponies. You're one-trick pony, they take that one trick away from you, and you're in trouble. And we just want to have a team full of more versatile, well-rounded guys. And the light just kind of came on for him towards the end of last year. And I think one of the biggest things that really helped him was his off-season workouts. He's gained about 20 pounds of muscle. He ended the season last year at about 195 pounds. He's 215 now. And I think
it's not bad weight.
It's not bad weight. And it just gives him a little, not only that strength and that weight, but also I think, too, that confidence to know that he's got the body to do multiple things now.
Yeah. The other day you talked about the second half and how things you lose focus a little bit in there. But outside of that game, in the last 7, Middle has scored 302 points in the second halves of their games and shot 51.5% from the field and 48% from three in the second half. What are you saying at halftime?
Just shoot the ball better in the second half. I think our guys just, they continue to play confident. We keep preaching it. As long as it doesn't matter who you are, we feel like we got a lot of guys that can, as long as they're taking the right shots for them.
I think part of it, too, is I think your depth plays into that. You have guys who have fresher legs in the second half.
So you're more open.
Yeah.
You hope that you're getting into the other team's legs, not only for their offensive possessions, but that during their defensive possessions, your offensive possession, that but continued body movement, being able to play deeper into your bench and forcing them to play deep into theirs, that you're fresher late in the game. And now if that plays itself out, then in theory you should be more open later in the game.
And that's the way it has played out, and Middle gets the win 63-49 over FIU. With it, the 18th overall win, now 11-7 in conference play, and have clinched a first-round bye in the Conference USA tournament, and that is huge.
It's big, being able to win 3 games in 3 days versus 4 games in 4 days. There are a lot of teams in our league that are more than capable of going to Frisco and winning it. Obviously, we feel like we are one of them, and I like where our team is. This time of year, I think you need to be mentally sharp and physically healthy. And right now, I think we're both. I think our guys are locked into what we've got to do down the stretch to go win it. And we're pretty healthy, knock on wood. And, that's kind of where any team that wants to be playing deeper into March, that's where you got to be. You can't be shorthanded or having guys that are ready to go to spring break.
Yep.
You got to have some ball players that want to keep playing.
All right. Well, we've got a special guest tonight, Mr. Jared Coleman-Jones. After the break, he'll be joining us right here on Nick McDevitt Live from the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Hi, Hi, we're RJ Young. We offer technology solutions that power your business, school, hospital, church, law firm, and more. RJ Young will empower your office to be the modern office. That means an office that integrates technology as a business advantage, all to help you work smarter. From managed IT services, office equipment and technology, business process outsourcing, and digital communications, we're proud to be your one-stop for technology solutions that power your business. Come visit us at rjyoung.com.
You know, I've always wanted to go on a tour of the West Coast. No rush, just take it all in, one view at a time.
We all have things we hope to do someday. At Ascend, we offer great rates and share our profits to help make your someday soon.
Oh, and you better believe I'm renting a convertible.
Ascend Federal Credit Union. Open your account today.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Dr. Mark Hardison with Middle Tennessee Oral and Implant Surgery. We are so proud to be able to serve the Blue Raider teams and their families when they need wisdom teeth removed, dental implants, or other specialty oral care. Our mission is to provide health care as it should be, providing compassion, availability, and excellence to every one of our patients. We deeply appreciate the support of your business as we join in supporting our team. Let's go Blue!
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Experts in bones, joints, and muscles, and with more than 60 specialists in locations across Middle Tennessee, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit us at TOA.com or give us a call at 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, or TOA, the official team doctors for Blue Raider Athletics.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach McDevitt, and I want to talk some trash. No, not about the game. I want to talk about the litter problem on our roadways. Did you know that the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million every year just to pick up litter? There's over 100 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time, making our state unsightly and unsafe. Litter harms our highways, waterways, even our wildlife. So let's do something about it. Don't litter, remind others not to, and report littering when you see it. We can beat litter, but only if we're all on the same team. Join the movement today. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com and go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company.
For 82 years, Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name in heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses.
Call 1-888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back into Nick McDevitt Live tonight. Glad to have you with us here at the Boulevard on our final regular season program. And please welcome in the pride of McEachern High School and Jacksonville, Florida, by way of the Atlanta GA area. Please welcome Jared Coleman Jones.
How's everybody?
Yeah. All right, JCJ, glad to have you here tonight. And you've got to be enjoying your season this year because things have started to come your way a little bit as far as the way that you play, the production that you're having, but it's also a real reflection of what hard work can do and how it can pay off.
Yeah, it's definitely far cry from last year because I was injured. I wasn't playing. I had to watch my teammates go on a run that was incredible. So it's really a testament to hard work and dedication put into treatment and rehabbing and leg extensions and every day waking up early in the morning just to be able to walk right again, to playing well. It's just something I can thank God.
Yep, absolutely. You and Dish do a lot of work together, and he, again, we talked about him at the top of the show. This is his 7th year of college basketball. What can you learn on a daily basis when you go to practice with DeAndre Dishman?
I learned a lot from the small little nuances that he shows in his game. So he's a really good facilitator. So I watch how he passes the ball, how he dribbles, how he scans the floor to try to find open men. I just watch his game. Even when I was injured, I used to watch his game and really try to figure out how I can implement my skill set into our offense. So I learn a lot from him on a daily.
Yeah. Do you agree with me that our offense is at its best when you or Dish, whoever happens to be in the game, can plant yourself right there at the free throw line and facilitate guys with inside-outside passing, and then put you in a good spot for offensive rebounds as well?
Right. I think me and Dish shoot a high percentage from inside the paint, so it really shows. Like, if I dribble over, hand the ball off, and I set a screen, my man's already inside the three-point line, so he can get to the rim as well. We're an athletic, rangy team. Even in the fast break, when in the half court, if we can get closer to the rim, it's better for us. So, I think
there's so many guys on this team that were on this team a year ago, but this team, the personality of this team is totally different from last year's. It's not mean that it's any better or any worse. It's just different. Every team has its own personality. What would you say the personality of this team is?
I think we're more mature this year. I think last year some of the games, like FIU, for example, we started off the game really slow. I think we would have kind of waited till the second half to turn up, but this team is a different team, and we've learned from our losses. Even at the beginning of this season, we had a loss to Missouri.
Missouri State.
Missouri State, yeah. We had a loss to Missouri State that wasn't particularly in our favor. So, we've just learned, and we learned really fast along the way on how to fix and correct our mistakes. So I think we're way more mature. So I would plant the word mature on our team.
Oh, I would agree as well. Your path coming to Middle Tennessee, you come from an athletic family. Tell folks about your dad.
My dad, he's quite the athlete. In high school, I believe he was a 2,000-point scorer. He played basketball and football, so he was a dual athlete. I thought he would go to college for basketball, but he ended up going to college for football to FSU. Went there for 4 years, played for Bobby Bowden. And after college, he went to the NFL, played for Seattle for 1 year, played for Tampa for another year, and then sadly his career came to an end. But
so does Stock talk to you about Florida State? Does he seek you out to talk to you and your dad about because they have that Florida State background?
Yeah, he does. My dad told me a story about when he went on his freshman visit. His Stock was his host, so so it was surprising to me that they were so close. But yeah, my dad went there the year after Stock left, so he tells me a lot about how Stock influenced the culture at FSU to really be a stand-up, hard-working culture.
Well, and it just kind of shows you too just how small the world is sometimes, doesn't it?
Right.
Yep. You went to high school at McEachern, which is right outside of Atlanta, and chose to go to Northwestern to start your career. Talk a little bit about that experience and what led you back to Murfreesboro.
So high school was incredible for me.
How good was your team?
My senior year, we didn't lose a game, and we went 32-0.
Were you the best player on your team?
No.
Okay.
I played with Sharif Cooper and Isaac Okoro, and those were my two running gun guys. We led our team to a state championship, and it was an incredible season overall. And I was thinking a lot about what I should do after college, or not even after college, just after athletics. And I thought about an education, and Northwestern was recruiting me, and Northwestern is a great school when it comes to education, so I thought I should go there. And I went there, and it was a good experience, and I was thankful for it. But Coach McDevitt and Andre Morgan recruited me to come to Middle Tennessee State, and
which also has a great education program.
Right.
And are you still in that?
Program. Yes.
Good.
Yeah. So I heard about the education here. Coach Nick pitched my ear. I just overall everything I heard, I thought it was a great place to be. So I ended up committing here, came here.
Well, we're glad you did, and I tell you, we have fun. We have fun on the road. We've got almost two solid weeks on the road coming up.
Right.
Tell folks a little bit about when we travel, and how you guys really have to kind of lock it in and balance, because this next 2 weeks in particular, the second week is going to be spring break, but you guys are still students first, and you are in the College of Education. How much work do you have to do when you take one of these 2-game, 3 or 4 day road trips?
Well, I generally try to get my work done before I leave, so I don't have to really do anything. But most of the times it's like a paper or a few math assignments that I have to do on the road. But yeah, the lock-in is different. It's just you're not comfortable. You're not at home in your own bed. You got to find a place with good Wi-Fi, a good connection to be able to do your work how you want to do your work. You got to fight the urge to socialize with your teammates. It's just a lot that goes into it, but we do it.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely. And sometimes it means getting up early or getting home late, but the end goal is there. And I think this team has a lot of fire about it. So what does this team need to do to finish out strong and find a way into the postseason?
I think the answer lies in our defense. I think we can defend really well, better than most. I think our defense leads to great offense. We're a great transition team as well. So, I think it lies directly on the defense.
I agree with you 110% right there. I tell you, I know, do you want to try to play after your college experience is done? Because Middle's got like 15 guys that are all playing all over Europe, so there's a pretty good network out there of guys.
Of course.
So that you want to be part of that. And once that's over, you're in College of Ed. Is coaching in your future?
I don't know. I've never really gotten into it, but I don't denounce it.
Okay. So that's a possibility. But
right.
Obviously you'd like to take an opportunity to play, whether it's here or somewhere around the world, and that's a great experience too, because you get to experience all kinds of different things. But hey, let's finish out this year strong first, okay?
For sure.
All right. Jared Coleman-Jones, folks, give him a nice round of applause. He is one of our outstanding Blue Raiders on this year's ball club. We'll take a timeout. Coach McDevitt rejoins me after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Hey Blue Raiders fans, the Mint Gaming Hall Kentucky Downs is a proud partner of your Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For good times and big wins, the Raiders and the Mint Gaming Hall deliver both. Located close by in Franklin, Kentucky, the Mint Gaming Hall is your spot for great food, cold drinks, and big jackpots. Ready for dinner? The all-new Iron Steakhouse awaits you. Come hungry and be prepared to be impressed. Check out themintgaming.com for all the details. Get your big hit today.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach McDevitt. It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest fiscal investment. Window World's integrity will be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of MTSU Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the details.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
You buy something because you found it at a low price, and soon you realize it's no bargain because you really needed something better. It happens all the time, especially with car insurance. But the good news is you can get the right coverage at the right price. Just talk to me, State Farm Agent Bud Morris. I'll help you get the right coverage at a price that's right for you. Call me at 893-1417 today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Bud Morris, providing insurance and financial services.
Whether you go online or go in person, City Auto in Murfreesboro is where you go to see a gazillion cars and choose the one that's right for you. And there's no better time to go than now because we have a bigger, brand new facility. It's the easy, comfortable, convenient way to find what you're looking for. Remember, cityauto.com is where you go to find your car online. And the all-new City Auto campus in Murfreesboro is where you go to see it in person. Go now, and we'll see you there.
At Kroger, you can find the highest quality products at a great price in every aisle, every day with Kroger brand. So you can stock up on your household favorites that are tried, tested, and loved by you. Because when you get the products you love at great prices, it feels like winning. Shop now, in-store, or online. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Simply the best.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back into the Boulevard tonight for final 15 minutes of our program tonight. At Tri-Green Equipment, they know the value of teamwork. They have the tractor packages with implements you need. Get started online at TriGreenEquipment.com and score a new John Deere tractor package at a comfortable low monthly rate. Tri-Green Equipment, a tried and true partner of Blue Raider Athletics. Well, Coach, as we head down the stretch, everybody starts doing scoreboard watching and they start doing standings watching. Right now, here's the updated standings going into this final weekend of the conference season. Florida Atlantic has they're at 16-2 in the league, 26-3 overall. North Texas 14-4. They are 23-6 overall. UAB is at 13-6. They are 22-8 overall. And right now in the fourth seed, which means a first-round bye, is Middle Tennessee at 11-7, 18-11 overall. Then you have Charlotte, who has been on a surge lately. They are now 9-9 and 18-11 overall. Charlotte Rice and Western have been in this fist fight here for about the last 2 weeks as far as the standings go. Rice is 8-10, 17-12 overall. Western Kentucky 7-11, 15-14 overall. FIU also 7-11, but 13-16. Louisiana Tech is 6-12 with a 13-16 record. UTEP is also 6-12. They are a hard luck 6-12 this year in the league, 13-16 overall. And UTSA 3-16 and in the league 9-21 overall. So the way it looks right now, FAU is going to be in the upper half of the bracket as the number one seed. And if it ended today, would have to play Western Kentucky, who's playing really good right now, to move into the semifinals against the winner of Middle, and it appears to be Charlotte right now, as of right now.
As of today, we would be in the 4-5 game as the 4 seed versus Charlotte. There would be an 8-9 game involving Western Kentucky and I think La Tech in the 8-9 game if it was if we started today, which, you know, they're big and long and talented, and you know, that every game you look at it's like, man, that would be a tough draw. But if you drew somebody else, you'd probably be saying the same thing. There's just not a gimme where you feel like, man, that's perfect. That draw was great for us. So it'll be an interesting tournament, I'm sure. It usually is, and you just got to go down there and be ready to play.
Yeah, and the bottom half of the bracket, when you look at the higher seeds, you're going to have UAB and North Texas in the bottom half of the bracket. And if you look at where the top four, Middle and FAU in the top half, UAB and North Texas in the bottom half.
Yeah, they just played each other a couple weeks ago, a double overtime slugfest, and I'm sure if they face each other in the tournament, they'll be more of the same. Two very good teams. We got North Texas on Thursday, already starting to indirectly prepare for them a little bit today. We'll dive into that a little bit deeper tomorrow and Wednesday. But North Texas will be a tough team, and they're always good, and we're playing in their backyard.
Yeah, now Middle could end up in the third seed, but there's so much that would have to happen. The highest percentage, like 99%, is you're going to be in that 4-5 game.
Most likely.
Yep.
You know, if we win these two this week and UAB loses at Charlotte, then we're the 3 seed.
Yeah, and that's what would have to happen. That would happen. But, you know, if they can get a win on or get beat on, they're at Charlotte, right?
They're at Charlotte.
So there's maybe a little less than 99%. So, but right now, as it stands, Middle would play at 6 o'clock on Thursday in the 4-5 game. That's where it stands right now.
That is correct.
All right. Now, next year, you're going to have some comings and goings. There are going to be 4 new teams coming into the league next year. Just kind of wanted to give you a little thumbnail of what they're doing this year. Liberty, who's currently in the Atlantic Sun, head coach Richie McKay, they are 24-7 overall, 15-3 in the A-Sun, and their net ranking as of 15 minutes ago is number 40 in the country.
Yeah, Richie does a great job of coached against him many times. When he obviously, when I was at UNC Asheville, Liberty was in the Big South at that time, and I've gone up against him a lot. And he does a terrific job. His team won a share of the A-Sun championship regular season, 15-3 of 40 net. So they're a really good team, and I'm sure he'll have another great team next year.
Yep, Jacksonville State 13-18 right now, 6-12 in the league. Sam Houston out of the WAC is having a great year. Their net is 62. They're 22-6 overall, 12-4 in that league.
Yeah, I've never had a chance to play against those guys, but I know Jason Hooten got a chance to meet him last year for the first time during our conference meetings. I've gotten a chance to know him better through conversations and texts, and his reputation amongst the other coaches in that league is that he is a real good ball coach. And his teams, you go back and look, and they're always good. They're always towards the top. So looking forward to having some fun battles against those guys.
Yep, and New Mexico State has had their issues this year. They will have a new coach next year. And then the year after, Kennesaw will come in, and right now they have a net ranking of 120. So it's going to be a different face on the league, but it will be still competitive as all get out.
More good teams coming in. Some good teams are leaving, but really good teams coming in. You just mentioned several there that have got a really good chance to win their respective tournaments in the coming weeks.
Absolutely. Well, one final time on the final show, it is time for 5 random questions for the head coach.
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Okay, I have not been on campus today, but where did I run into DeAndre Dishman today?
Kitchenway.
No, and it did not involve food.
You ran into him.
If you had 100 guesses, you wouldn't get this.
The gas station.
No, Hobby Lobby.
Really?
Dish was at Hobby Lobby. I said, "What are you doing in here?"
What was he doing
He
there?
said he needed glue for a project. So
good for him for knowing that. I love some Hobby Lobby.
There you go. Okay, in 40 years from now, 2063, what will people be looking back then and saying they were nostalgic for from this era? What do you think they'll miss from this era 40 years from now?
Nostalgic for this, I don't know. Holy moly.
The Boulevard pizzas and burgers.
Yeah, I mean.
That's as good an answer as any.
Yeah, an iPhone, PlayStation 5, I don't know. Will we still be watching TVs in 40 years?
It may just go directly into your thoughts. You might not have to watch it.
Just so much artificial intelligence, and who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, because now you look at the old school, the big stands that they would wheel into the classroom with this huge box TV on top of it and the place to put the VCR.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, that was when you knew tournament time was coming around.
Exactly.
When the science teacher come down the hall, March Madness, it's about 11:30 in the morning, and he's wheeling that one in. You wanted to be in his class.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. PE teachers were also good about that.
You could watch some of those first-round games on the big box.
Yep. Okay, everybody loves a good BOGO. What would be the worst buy one, get one free sale?
The worst buy one, get one free?
What would be the worst one?
I don't know. There's a such thing if you get one free.
Western Kentucky tickets. So how about that? There we go.
Yeah, I'm not using that.
Okay.
Either one of them, the one I paid for or the free one.
There you go. Besides Lightning, which mascot in Conference USA would you be most concerned about in a mascot battle royal? I've got some thoughts here. If the mascots had a battle royal, we're going to have Lightning is going to make it to the finals.
A Blazer, a dragon that's spitting out fire.
He was my pick.
That
Because
would be trouble.
I think the Charlotte mascot and the UTEP mascot are going to cancel each other out with their picks and shovels. The Owls are going to knock each other off between Rice and FAU. A Roadrunner, we don't have a coyote, but we could turn the.
What is Big Red?
Exactly. So you can't even count him. You have the Bulldog from Louisiana Tech. He may get a hold of the Roadrunner, which leaves UAB, the Dragon, who spits fire. But we have a horse that's smart. He can fly, and he can throw lightning bolts. So he's got
formidable opponent.
Formidable opponents right there. So there you go. And the final random question for Coach McDevitt for the season: does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes. 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 On a Hawaiian pizza. Ham, pineapple, it's good.
All right. Well, you've been a good sport again this year. Thank you so much.
Clearly that was 50-50 from the audience.
Absolutely.
We got some applause and we got some thumbs down on that one.
Exactly right. All right, we'll take a final break. Look at the week ahead coming up next here on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor.
I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
At Tri-Green Equipment, they know the value of teamwork. They have the tractor packages with implements you need. Get started online at TriGreenEquipment.com and score a new John Deere tractor package at a comfortable, low monthly payment price. Tri-Green Equipment is a tried and true partner of MTSU Athletics. Go Blue!
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back into the Boulevard for a final time tonight. Middle Tennessee hits the road on Wednesday to play a Thursday night game at the Super Pit at North Texas, and then on to the Don Haskins Arena out in the West Texas town of El Paso for an afternoon game at UTEP. Challenging week, but again, it's a chance for momentum going into the tournament.
Yeah, chance for momentum, 2 road games, and, tough places to play, long way to travel, and so you got to be ready. Tyler Perry's a great player. Grant McCaslin's done a terrific job year in, year out with his group down at North Texas, and Joe's always got his teams playing hard defensively.
You've got 2 great defenses you're playing this week.
You've really got your work cut out for you on the offensive side of the ball to score. They are really going to be locked in defensively, and we've got to really take care of the ball because they will not give you any free offensive possession. So when you turn it over, it just makes it that much harder to really just score enough points. It sounds simple, but score enough points to win the game.
Yeah, and both of those teams, because of the way they play, it slows the game down, and possessions become so much more valuable.
Yeah, but not – so does a tournament. A tournament kind of feels that way, and so it's not so bad that it's falling when it is right before the tournament to kind of get you into the mode of you better be taking care of the ball and valuing every single possession on both sides to get yourself into that mode that all possessions matter in order to win on the road or at a neutral site to win a tough tournament.
All right. Well, this is the final week, and then we'll be in Frisco the following week. It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody. The crowds this year, outstanding, and thanks to the Boulevard for being a great host.
Absolutely. It's been great. Can't believe it's already towards the end.
I know, exactly. And don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, it's going to be beautiful here in Murfreesboro, and Blue Raider baseball will take on Belmont at Reese Smith Field. Come out and have a great time. For the coach, Chip Walters, saying thanks for being with us. Good night from the Boulevard and the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.